Alright, can you see me okay? Thought you might be blinded by my awesomeness. I got this t-shirt from an old girlfriend years ago and I don't even remember her name, so sorry, whatever your name is. Okay, so this is the exact same video that's on my other channel except for this. I didn't mention this because I guess I hadn't done it yet, but over the years on my channel, and I got to notice that it's the 17-year anniversary of my channel, which is crazy because I didn't do much with it for the first, I don't know, 10 years plus. But anyway, over the years I've blocked a lot of people because they're just some really shitty people making really shitty comments, and you know, it's just, I don't want that crap on my in the comments. But then, you know, after a while I'm like, you know what, I'm old, I don't give a crap. Let those people have their fun, let them say ugly shit. I mean, if something's really, really bad and it's just a lie and it's you know, it'll hurt my company or something, or it's, you know, just really rotten, then yeah, I may block the person again. But I had just about 500 people all blocked, you know, over the years, and I just unblocked all of them yesterday. So that's on the other channel. This channel, I don't know how many people I have blocked here, but I'm going to unblock this as well, probably tomorrow or something. But anyway, so that's it. The other this video is exactly the same as what's on the other channel, so go ahead with your oh deja vu comments. But otherwise, enjoy. Howdy folks, Mark Serbu, gun designer, gun nut. I know it's been a long time. I just checked and I haven't put a video out since May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I don't know, I've got Edwin syndrome or something. I just haven't felt like doing a video, and I'm actually working on one right now, but it's super complicated and it's long and it's a pain in the ass, and it's just, so I just decided I'm going to throw something out there just to do it, you know. In the process, I'm going to do a public service announcement about this, and I'm also going to have you help me, hopefully. One of the issues that, you know, I've been super busy. That's one of the reasons I haven't made videos. The reason I've been so busy is because we're shipping 50As in, I wouldn't say reasonable quantities, but almost semi-reasonable quantities. And it's kind of exciting because we're having parts like this, the bolt carrier. They have never been made outside before. We always made them in-house for, you know, 17 years. And same with the bolt head. And now we've got a machine shop that we trust, and we've got them some really good data, and they're making the parts for us. And that's exciting because, you know, they really slow you down when you're, you know, you've got a very small company, a very small shop, and you're not just assembling stuff, you're making all the parts. So it's nice if you can have a little help in that department. So anyway, the only problem with this is I didn't have the helical cam pin cut out modeled properly. You know, those things are a pain in the ass. And one day I finally sat down and drew it up in SolidWorks. Not drew it, but, you know, modeled it in SolidWorks. And the way I did it was absolutely crazy. I have a program on my Haas machine, and the Haas has a cool G code that allows you to take movements in the X direction and the Y direction. And the Y direction is what you're going to eliminate and change it to a rotation, which is the A direction. So you're going to, instead of the cutter actually stays at Y0, so it's zeroed over the center line of this, and any Y move in the program is converted to a rotation. So when I programmed this, I actually had a 2D representation of this helical cutout, and then the machine, you have to tell it the radius of the cut hole, and then it figures out how to do the rotation. So it's pretty cool. But I don't know, these guys don't have that. They don't have Haas machines. You know, Haas are, I like them, but they are kind of, you know, they're American made, they're inexpensive as far as those things go, but they're not highly regarded as the best, most badass machine out there. But whatever, they're perfectly fine for what we do. So anyway, these guys couldn't just do that the same way I did it, so they wanted the thing actually modeled correctly, and, you know, it's a nightmare if you know SolidWorks trying to get a real helical cut. And this isn't just a normal helical cut, it's very unusual. So what I actually did was took a video of the output of the machine while it was cutting the cam pin cutout. And then I went to my CAD and I just froze the video at like every little increment of movement, and I looked at the X and I looked at the A, and then I would create a plane at that rotation, and then I would draw a little circle which represented the end mill and cut it through there. And so I've got just I don't know, probably 100 points. It took me 11 hours to model it. It was a real pain in the ass. But it's good now. And then I gave it to them, and they're still like, oh, well, we don't have time to set up a fixture, so yeah, if you could just cut that helical cutout. I'm like, God dang it. Because I was like, yes, I'm going to have complete parts here. I don't have to do a damn thing, but I still have to do this. So I just cut this one. And the other problem with this is, I don't want to give away too much. The heat treating on these is kind of picky. Anyway, so the thing I wanted to tell you, the public service announcement, if you have a BFG-50A, sometimes the firing pin, I don't know what it is with 50 cals, except for the freaking cartridge is so big, but I've had BFG-50s where the firing pin has been blown out of the gun, and I mean blown out big time. That was at the very beginning when we had just a cross pin to hold it in. It was just a roll pin, and it's great for 99% of what's out there, but every now and then somebody would get a round that I just suspect was a little short, so when the round goes off, the back of the case hammers the firing pin, and it's unbelievable the amount of force you get from that, because it would knock the firing pin out, it'd shear that cross pin, no problem, and it would recock the hammer so hard that the hammer would come down and bend or break the trigger pivot pin, and it would blow the firing pin back inside the gun, hit the butt plate, and actually pretzel it. So you got this hardened steel pin, very hard, very strong, and just of its own inertia, hitting and bending. It's like, wow, that's a crazy amount of force. So you get that, and it would. So eventually, what we did with that was we just had a screw-in retainer, and they never fail because you're not going to get through that. And this, of course, has something that's pretty strong too. This is the firing pin retainer. We call it the teacup. It's not really like a teacup, but so here's the secret to get these out. If you get one of those situations where the firing pin wants to get blown out of the gun, but it can't get blown out of the gun because this thing is very strong, it can get peened over a little bit and make it difficult to come out. So all you do is you just smack the bolt head down, and the flange on the firing pin is a little bit proud of the surface here, whatever you want to say. So it actually knocks that sucker out. So you can get, if it's really boogered up, you might need to get a little screwdriver under there, but at least you can, because this knocks it out about 50 thou or so. And here's your teacup. Yeah, teacup, sure. Here's another public service announcement. Don't ever stick one of these in a gun without the firing pin. Like, oh, I'm going to be safe, I'm not going to put the firing pin in it, because what'll happen is, the firing pin is what holds the cam pin in. So if you don't have the firing pin in there and you've got it, somebody's messing with the gun, cycling it back and forth, and this thing comes out, man, it is a real pain in the ass to try to get this out, because once that falls out in the gun somewhere and this doesn't want to rotate, it's just, yeah, so don't do that. So, great looking parts. You know what else? The extractors are also made by this other shop. So this is all not us. Yeah, in fact, none of these, we've never made these. These are titanium, and they're you need a Swiss automatic to make these kind of parts. But they're beautiful parts. Look at that. Man, look at that. Come on. It's a great looking part. Another thing we have an issue with, and another reason I'm so damn busy, is we got to move. Our lease is not getting renewed, which, I know you're saying, why do you have a lease? I know I'm an idiot. I could have bought this building for a song 4 years ago, and prices have just shot up insanely. So now we're kind of screwed, because looking around, like this building, this is a 6,000 square foot building, and it's not perfect for us, but it's pretty damn good. And we could have bought it for like 400 grand. And it just sold. I didn't look at the price on it, but I guarantee it was over $1 million. Like, God. So, if any of y'all have any friends in real estate in Tampa, I'm looking for a building, and I want to buy this time, because because it's the perfect time to buy. It's a dumb time to buy, but it's always a dumb time to buy. Well, of course, in retrospect, we know it was a smart time to buy 4 years ago. But so I'm looking for something. We're in 6,000 square feet now. What we'd be fine in 4. So anything from 4 to 10, let me know. Oh, one other issue I've got is I've got a machine. I swear this thing is it is so disgusting. It's just got like some fatal disease, and the coolant gets so rancid and so disgusting. And it's crazy because we've got 4 Haas machines. They all use the exact same coolant, and this one, the coolant goes bad within probably 2 to 3 weeks. And we've done so much. Like, we dump the coolant out, we run bleach through everything to kill all the bacteria. We have this really badass expensive filter system, like a $500 system to theoretically clean the coolant, and we run it through an ultraviolet, this tube for purifying water that we run all the coolant through, and nothing kills this bacteria, whatever the hell it is. It's awful. So if any of you guys who are machinists, if you know a secret to getting coolant that doesn't turn disgusting, and I don't know, it's the weirdest thing because it's just this one machine. Maybe my old machinist took a dump in there somewhere and it's just hidden and just infects everything. I don't know. But if you got any pointers, I'm all ears. So, well, that's about it. Enjoying my summer. I'm supposed to be in Oshkosh, Wisconsin right now. I've been flying up there the last couple of years, but my buddy who has the ultimate campground setup, he's not going this time. He's working on his plane that he's building, so I took off. So I'm just hanging out, playing with my grandkids, and teaching them the proper stuff. Say butthole.
Butthole.
Influencing them just like a good grandfather should. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Not a whole lot of cool gun content here, but at least I'm putting something out just to get back in the groove, I hope. I don't know. Thanks for watching, as always. I appreciate you, and I will catch you next time.